Shit. So how was your day?
Man, I don't know. I got up in a good mood today, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I got up not feeling down. Got up and I did a couple games with the students, stuff when they was coming to class and stuff. So yeah, that kept it excited. I had a couple kids that was acting wild and it's just being able to just try to break down some stuff to them.
Do I hear him?
Yeah.
Talk again, bro.
Yeah, I'd like to kind of try and break down stuff to them so that they can really understand. You know what I mean?
I can hear him in the headphones. You a school teacher?
Oh, I'm a teacher's aide. Not a teacher's aide, a computer's aide.
At what school?
Cavazos, Nolaville.
Nolaville.
Yeah.
What that?
Nolaville is like the suburb of Harker Heights.
Oh yeah, like you going past Harker Heights.
Yeah.
Going a little bit past Harker Heights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the suburb, other suburb.
You said teacher's aide?
Yeah. A computer aide.
Computer aide. How long you been doing that?
They gonna come up on 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was up, bro. We about to get going, man. We on Retro World episode 37. And we're gonna call this one God's City.
Yeah.
God City?
Yes, sir.
God City. I got my boy Hotave
hey.
in the building. I said it right?
Yes, sir.
But we can call him JV. You said JV?
Yes, sir.
We call him JV for sure. But Hotave. I was sitting back looking at the name and I'm like, I call you Jotave. I was saying all kinds of names at the house and I was like, bro, I got to get it right before I get on there. But it's Hotave.
Yes, sir.
Got you. And isn't it some type of meaning behind it?
Yeah, my middle initials is JV.
Got you.
So Hotave is just JV in Spanish.
Got you.
So, just kind of searchability, right? It's just like, you look that up online, I'm gonna be like the only person with that name rather than just putting JV. You got high school, middle school, like all this stuff, you know what I mean? So
people don't even know how important that is to be like easy searchable when you're looking for stuff. You know, and people having these long extravagant names, it's like, bro, I'm gonna get tired trying to even search for it. I ain't even gonna look for it. But yeah, that's good marketing. That's definitely good marketing. So let's just jump into it, bro. Where you from?
Man, I'm a military brat, man.
Military brat.
From a little bit everywhere, but I grew up a lot of my life in Killeen. Like 2/3 of my life was in Killeen, but not like a consistent stretch.
Mm-hmm.
I was born in Hawaii. My mom born and raised from Hawaii. So she got married to my pops. We moved out here, then moved to Germany, moved back. I went to Air Force, stayed up in Northeast for like 5 years, and then I moved back down here.
You was in the Air Force?
Yeah.
Okay. You you did school in Killeen?
Yeah.
What part? What time frame? What school?
Man, I did elementary, middle school, and high school, but it was broken up. You know what I mean? Like I did early elementary school, left, came back, did the end of middle school, did the beginning of high school, then left and graduated out of state.
Got you. So you would say kind of from Killeen?
Yeah.
In a sense?
I've been back since 2013, so it was like all that time plus the last like 10 years.
Cool. So you would say you can be able to speak on a little Killeen history? You know, maybe a little Killeen history in the music industry? Nah?
Nah.
So how long you been doing music?
Almost 20 years.
20 years. So let's talk about that. When did that journey begin?
Man, really, it was crazy because we were in high school, right? And
you said we. Who's we?
Me and my homeboy, E-Cash. He went by E-Cash back then.
Okay.
And man, we had this website called Raptism that everybody was on when I was in New York.
Raptism, okay.
And people would just write their bars out. So I would go on there, and then that's where I got really good at writing because I would just write all my bars out. And you got to write it in such a way that people can catch your cadence and everything because there ain't no voice.
Facts.
So it's like you got to have your metaphors, your cadences, all that stuff like written good so that people, when they read it, they can understand what you're trying to say. So doing that, people was like, you trash, and just kept writing. Eventually, my homeboy was like, yo, man, we should make some tracks. I was like, all right. So what we did, you remember back in the day, MP3 players had like a record function on there.
Mm-hmm.
So we would just play the speaker. Like, you just got to spit your whole song one time, one take. Like,
one take.
Like, okay, hook everything.
One take.
Your homeboy do the ad-libs on the side for your verse, and then you do the ad-libs for his verse. Yeah, so we just run through. That's how I first started recording.
You think that process make you a better artist today? Learning how to rap that one take? That's all you had. To now where you can punch and do all that. But if you used to doing that one take, punching and doing the song right now should be pretty easy.
I think it helped you live performance-wise.
Man, yeah.
Because you got breath control.
Facts.
You know what I mean? It's just like,
Facts.
dang, like, because when you on that stage, it's just like, You better know, like, you ain't finna be wilding out on a.
Man.
You got a whole bunch of words in your song. You got to chill out. You got to kind of fall back.
I said that earlier. It was crazy because I really said that earlier. I was watching a video of Offset. He had a song, and the song is a hype song.
Yeah.
And he was rapping. I'm like, I'm into it, but then I could tell that breath, and he had to stop me. I'm like, yeah, you too turned, and you ain't calculating your breath. Yeah. So yeah, nah, you're 1,000% right. And you said that was in New York?
Yeah, that was in New York.
That was in New York. So when did you come back south with the music?
Man, I graduated in New York, went into the Air Force, ended up getting stationed in New Jersey. So I was right back up there.
Mm-hmm.
And then I didn't come back down here till 2013. Yeah. So 2013 is when I came back down south. Got
you. When did you kind of do your first tape, like your first project or your first single? When was that?
Like...
And what was it? What was the name of it?
2000 and I think it was 2009 or 2010.
Uh-huh.
And it was called Self-Reflection.
Okay.
Yeah, it was secular. And yeah, man, I just had a homeboy. His name was Wanzalini. And he's just like putting me on to all. He just put me on so much game, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And he was always pushing me. He's just like, yo, I got a studio. You should come to the studio. I'm just like, all right. Yo, I just did a photo shoot. You should go do a photo shoot. I'm like, all right.
Right.
You know, so I was just following his lead. You know, he was like way ahead of his time. Like when I look back, I'm like, yo, this dude was on it.
Right.
But yeah, he got me in there. My first project was called Self-Reflection. I got my own CDs pressed, had the CD covers. Like I'm talking about CDs. Like this was handing CDs out. But yeah, MySpace on there, all that stuff. Yeah, throwback.
So I done heard you say you said the secular music, right?
Yeah.
When was that transition?
Man, it was
because right now your music is more positive, it's more gospel based, Christian based, God based. So when did you make that transition to do that type of music?
Man, it was after I got saved. That was 2011. 2011. Mm-hmm. I had just dropped a project called Thoughts of a Doubter.
Mm-hmm.
And that got me a lot of attention, bro. Like, I was potentially about to get signed to an independent label. I had a manager. I was doing a bunch of shows, open up for Cassidy. I was doing a bunch of stuff, bro. And, just one day, I was driving down the road and I seen this light, bro. Like, I can't really... I thought it was a firework. That's what I thought it was.
Right.
Blew out like this, sucked back into itself and took off in the sky, bro. I looked at my homeboy like, just see that, bro? He's like, yeah, I saw it. I suppressed that. I was just like, all right, man, we bugging. 2 weeks later, I had another homeboy come to my crib, and he had a blog. He's like, yo, check out World Star Hip Hop. They got the UFO signs for the last 15 years. Damn. I watched that, and something looked very similar to what I saw. And from that point, that's when I just started searching. You know what I mean? I started learning about Illuminati, learning about just like our food, our water, and then started learning about the Bible because I grew up in church. Like, I never read the Bible, nothing like that. But as I was doing that, I came across this show called Ancient Aliens. Ancient Aliens was talking about, hey, these things are Moses and Sodom and Gomorrah could really been like aliens. Like he was talking to aliens, talking to stuff like that. So I feel like that's how God got me to start reading the Word. Because I wanted to see, like, is that really up in there? Like, that's crazy. Like, let me go see if that's really in there.
That's an interesting story, per se, I guess how God came into your life.
Yeah, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Aliens and UFO, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I respect it, though. You know what I mean? In a way that you get to God or, whatever the case may be, he got you there. He got your attention.
Yeah. I started reading the Word, bro. It was like somebody was talking to me, bro. Like, I literally opened it up, started reading Proverbs 5, 6, and 7. I was very promiscuous, bro. Like, many women. And it was just talking to me like, yo, if you this kind of dude, like this the kind of dude that end up in hell.
Right.
And I was just like, yo, this crazy. Like this the first time I ever read a book. Like I'm just opening it up. It's talking to me like this is who you are.
So what made you believe it?
Bro, I felt like it was the first time I read anything and it addressed me. You know what I mean? It was like talking to this secret person, right? It was just like, I'm just like out living a wild life. Like when I go to work, oh, you're such a good worker. My mom, like, you're such a good son. You're the one doing stuff with your life. But in the darkness, I was doing all kinds of crazy stuff. You know what I mean? Yeah. And it was like the Bible cut through all that. Like, oh, I see who you are.
I see who you really are.
You know what I mean? I was,
yeah,
snap. Yeah. So
that's touching, bro. I appreciate you even telling that story. You know what I mean? That's dope. I hope a lot of people listen to what he was saying. You know what I mean? And then I get from it. I mean, you can find God anywhere.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That's what I'm taking from that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I grew up in the church. You know what I mean? But I'm not so into the church now.
Yeah.
So when I hear people talk and I don't shy away from it, I listen. You know what I mean? Because something that you saying might make me go get in that Bible and read, and you know what I mean? So I definitely appreciate that, man. Like I said, I hope y'all tuning in with Retro World episode 37, man.
37, baby.
And we just getting started. We definitely just getting started. Like, share, comment. You know what I mean? Like, share, comment, spread the word. Let people know Retro World is a good thing. We got some good things going on. Hope y'all like the guests. Like I said, we're going to get back into it. I just want to give a little break. You know what I mean? Let's get back into it. What does... You're in a group right now?
Yeah, so it's really like a mission.
LST?
It's Lost and Found. LST XFND.
There you go.
Yeah,
now I wanted to ask you that because that's when I seen it. That's what I thought it was. You know what I mean? So I wanted to ask you. It does mean Lost and Found. You know what I mean? So can you explain that to the people?
Yeah. So Lost and Found is going back to my original story, right? Like how I got saved. I was out in these places. I knew I got family members that saved. I got people that know the Bible. I know all these people, but nobody ever told me.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like they just living around me, watching me living a wild life and like not telling me like, yo, bro, you should chill. You know what I mean? Like, and
I see where you're going with this.
God went out of the way to do all this stuff, like talking to me through the word, going through all that. Like, why he got to show me aliens, all this stuff for it to get my attention when there's hundreds and millions of Christians in the world that are commanded to come tell me. You know what I mean? So for me, it's just like I was lost, but now I'm found. So I feel like I'm that person standing in the place of who I wish would have been there for me.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? Like I want to be in that spot, be that person that's just like, yo, bro, like I'm gonna share this with you. I'm not, you know what I mean? I'm not saying like you finna believe. I'm just like, bro, I wanted somebody to share it with me.
Right.
Leave it up to me to take it or not. You know what I mean? But I want to give you that opportunity.
Yeah. And I feel like it's just my experience. I'm gonna speak on my experience with a lot of Christians people. It's like they force it on you, and I don't like to be forced to do anything. And I think that's what it is with me. A lot of people, it seems like it's more force. I like to see how people moving and how you living. I like to see the action.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Yeah, you can tell me, but are you like you said? Are you really living that life?
Yeah.
I can say, man, you good. You know, you're a good guy. You're a good worker. But then you said behind closed doors, I was the wildest person around. You know what I mean? So I like to see people action. I like to see people do some stuff. And I say, bro, how you get that? And you say, God. And I'm saying, oh, God. I might need to go get some God in my life. You know what I mean? Because I see how you moving. Not just throwing me Bible scriptures and say, you're supposed to do this because that's what it is. And I'm going to question it. I'm that type of person. Well, you sure that's what that is? But if I see you moving in good faith, I see you with your family, I see this, I'm like, man, he really living good, bro. How you do that? 9 times out of 10, you're going to say, God.
Yeah.
I put God first. You know what I mean? And then I go back and, that's just how it is. So I like your energy, bro. I like your energy. You got good energy. And you just got good energy, bro. And I appreciate
same here, bro. Like I said, I'll be watching the show for real. Like I'll be watching the podcast.
I definitely appreciate that. Speaking of podcasts and you watching the podcast, you have a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. You achieved a goal that I'm trying to achieve. So I definitely want to ask you about it. You got Patreon.
Yeah.
You got a Patreon follower.
Yeah.
Like, how does that feel? Because I know how hard it is to even. I know how hard it is, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Everything you was just saying, because God, you know what I mean? Like,
facts.
Because God is like, man, the people that actually, so initially at the beginning of the summer, like our dream was to be like, hey, what we want to do is do this full time. We just want to go to these, not church events. Like, I don't want to go to I want to be around the people and share this message and stuff. And I made that, I gave that message to people like, hey man, like this is what we trying to do. If you trying to help us out do this, hey, we got this Patreon over here. You know what I mean? And the first person that ever sewn into me was my birth pops. I didn't grow up with him. I never met him. I never seen him in real life.
Right.
So it's just like we were able, like maybe like last year or so, like able to like really start a relationship and reconcile.
Right.
And man, he was the first person. He was like, "Yo, here, like
Man.
I want to sow into your dream and stuff." And I'm just like, man, like that's what's up. Like I'm just like all these people I've been doing
Man.
life with for.
And you never thought that would be the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like I said, me not even knowing that story, just knowing what Patreon is,
Yeah.
just knowing the YouTube thing, I'm like, man, that's what I'm trying to do. So to see that it motivated me. You know what I mean? Now to hear the backstory behind that, it's deeper than YouTube.
Yeah.
It's deeper than YouTube. That's dope, bro. That's dope. So I know that was like a wonderful feeling in itself, getting the first one and then being who it was.
Yeah.
And the story behind it. So that's dope, bro.
Yeah.
Let's talk about possession.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it. Tell me about it. Tell me about the thought process. Tell me about the song. Tell me about the video. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. It's very interesting, by the way.
The possession, like, first, it just came by the beat. You know what I mean? Like, the beat just sound like scary, kind of like spooky. You know, it's got the sample in there, I'm going to kill you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm just like, how do I glorify God? You know what I mean? With this kind of beat, you know what I mean? Because I'm like, it's hard. Like, I just want to rap over it.
Right.
And I was just in the kitchen doing dishes for real. Like, and it's just like the hook came to me. Like, I was like, okay, got the ghost on me, load a host on me. This a real possession. Watch me boast phone. You know what I mean? I'm just like, okay, that's what it is. Because it's just like, that's what the Bible says. It says, like, once you believe in Jesus, you now are possessed by the Holy Spirit.
Right.
You know what I mean? And in the same way that you watch The Exorcist, old girl at the beginning of the movie, she looked a certain way. She acted just like a regular person. But once this spirit came upon her, she was totally different. The way she talked, the way she moved, the way she do everything was different. And the Bible says that's what should happen to a Christian. When they be possessed by this Holy Spirit, like you begin to change. You can no longer be that same person that you were. So, you know, it's just like looking at the season, Halloween, all that, and the culture. It's just like, man, like I can either rap at you and make everything look biblical and you scroll, or, you know what I mean? I can make it look like the culture and make it look like the season and still have my message going.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
That's why I like the video.
Yeah.
That's why I like the video. It was real dope. Explain the video, the concept.
Bro, listen, let me tell you, that entire video was shot on my cell phone.
Yeah.
Top to bottom, bro. Like,
that's crazy, because that was a dope video.
Like, I'm talking about God, bro. Like,
Man, Odell, you gotta check that video out because Odell do videos. You know what I mean? So you gotta watch that video. I'll send it to you. It's Possession. It's dope, bro. And like you said, for that to be off the phone, it was pretty dope.
I live in a fourplex, right? So it's like it's not a whole bunch of space. So I'm just like, yo, how can I make this vertical video? I don't got a bunch of space. I just put the tripod on the counter, tilted down. I got a bar chair. I just sat in that joint. I was just like, I had some lights. I know like lighting a little bit. Like you put light underneath is gonna look like bags underneath your eyes, kind of spooky. And then I just was like, yo, I gotta give this 100%. Like I want this to sound, I want it to look like what I'm saying. Bro,
and it looked like what you were saying. Like it really do. It was a dope video, bro. I watched it again today and I was like, yeah, he different. But I like how it was like you said, it's that message, but then you put it together with like you said, the culture, like what's going on now. If I ain't mistaken, I think weren't you at our second mixer, our last mixer?
That's the first thing I ever came out, rapped at, anything.
And that's what made me remember you. Cause I remember walking in and I'm like, hold on. He's rapping like church music. And it was throwing me off because I wasn't, you know what I mean? I know what the vibe was.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, hold on, what's going on? Then I sat back and I just watched you and I'm like, hold on, he's different because it takes a certain level of confidence to even come up there knowing this is not even that type of environment.
Yeah.
And do that just to get the message off. Just to get the message. And I felt like I'm just here just to give the word of God out here and I'm a bounce. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I seen it, I was like, he different. I like that though, because you fit in. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. The music fit in. And then you gave the word, and it was like on some God type thing. Like you gave the word, and he was gone. And I'm like, where did he go? And then slowly I start seeing you around. You know what I mean? And now we're here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We now here. So, bro, like keep doing what you're doing. A lot of people might not receive it right now, but you never know who's listening. You never know who's paying attention.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And don't get discouraged, bro. I don't know if you do. I'm just speaking. You know what I mean?
Man, just for real, I'm receiving.
I'm just speaking.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like just keep going. Just keep going. I support it. If anything that I can do, hit me up, bro. I'm a phone call away. I'm a text away, Instagram message away. You know what I mean? I support what you got going on. I like the message, and like I said, it's motivating to me because I'm not per se in the church no more and all that.
Yeah.
But your energy is so overwhelming. I'm like, bro, you know what I'm saying? It made me want to sit back and reevaluate my life. You know what I mean? Like, let me, you know what? Let me move some, change a few little things. Because you said something that me and my wife was talking about 2 days ago about can you be saved and still do some of the things that you do? Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, far as hang out with some of the same people that you hang out with. But then you also said something about it changes who you are.
Yeah.
So that's what our debate was the other day. Like, man, can we give our life up to God, but still hang out with Joe and Kim and Susie and Bob? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't know, bro. I really don't know, honestly. I don't know. You know what I mean? But watching you and seeing how you was interacting with your family the other day at the thing.
Yeah.
I looked at my wife. I said, bro, I think I can do this. You know what I mean? Because I don't think I'm living wrong. You know what I mean? I don't got no hate in my heart, no nothing malicious or nothing. So I don't think that transfer could be as hard as I think.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? Especially to see a young black man doing it around my age.
Yeah,
you motivating, brother.
Man, that's encouraging.
You definitely motivating, brother.
The reality is that nobody has to share anything.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Like, nobody has to be like, oh, this is what I'm thinking. I'm going to communicate that to that person.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So I'm super, like, grateful, encouraged. Like you don't have to share anything with me. And you being just, like, wanting to do that, that just show love. That show, like, you know what I mean? Like,
nah, that's dope. Let's talk about the Rapzilla.
Oh, okay.
Talk to me about it. Talk to the people about it.
Man, Rapzilla. Man, really, man, it's just like, if you want to get your music out there, you have to invest in yourself.
Man, talk to me.
You have to spend money. You have to do stuff. Like, it's just like, you are nobody.
I'm going to try this again. Hold on. Hold on. Y'all look, I messed it up. I need to drop a clues bomb for the gems.
Yo, man.
We gonna get that together, but man, you're like, speaking right now.
You are nobody. Like, no one's checking for you. No, like, it's like you got to get the big head off and be like, man, like with any other thing I'm trying to do, if I'm trying to be a power lifter, I gotta get that gym membership. I gotta get the gym clothes. I gotta go get the straps for my wrist. Like, I gotta go invest in myself if I want to do that. But it's like, for me as an artist, if I want to get my name out there, if I want more people to see, like, I need to buy ads. I need to pay to be in front of bigger audiences. Man. I need to be able to do that. It's like, I'm not buying followers. I'm not buying stuff like that. It's like, people can do that, but that's not what I'm trying to do. I want to have an organic following, but I need to be in front of more people.
Facts.
You know what I mean? So it's just like, that really was just like, I submitted it to one place. They said, hey, we're going to blast all your stuff everywhere for X amount of dollars, right? And I'm just like, okay, I got that. Like, it's in my budget. Let me do that because I believe in the track. I believe in what I'm trying to do for God. And if I believe in that, I'm investing in it. So that's just pretty much how that happened.
That's what it is. You got an EP coming?
Yes.
Let's talk to him about that EP.
Yeah. It's my shirt, God City, man.
I was going to tie it all in together, but go ahead.
Yeah, man, God City.
Let them see the shirt, man. Show them the shirt. The shirt. God City.
This is God City, lost and found.
How can we get them? Are you selling those shirts?
Oh, they not up yet.
Okay, they're going to be?
Yeah, they're going to be.
Okay, I got to get one. You
got the EP in November.
Got to bless your boy with one. I need one.
Yeah, man.
Let's talk about it. God City, the EP.
God City, the EP is literally chronicling from that mixer till the end of the summer. Like, it's just a chronicling of that in an audio, pretty much like an audio journal. Mm-hmm. You know, so it's got like 5.
That's what you sent me, right?
Yeah.
Hey, I got the exclusive. Y'all ain't heard it yet. Y'all ain't heard it yet. I have another Retro World exclusive, but go ahead. I like doing that from time to time.
But yeah, it's like a story for real because it starts with interludes. It has interludes with music over it, and all the interludes is like not like sit down like hey, and this is what it is like. This organic footage from live stuff that was
Okay.
going on in life.
That's gonna be dope.
And
That's gonna
at
be
first the EP, like when I first sent it to you, ain't had the interlude.
I was just about to say that. That's
I
the
mean,
part I got the first version. I didn't get
Yeah.
the with interludes yet.
So it's like the interludes really glue everything together
Mhm.
because it gives context to some of the songs of what I'm talking about.
Gotcha.
Like if you, as an artist, take this artist, like people ain't living with you. So it's like you might throw a bar, they have no idea what you're talking about because they need
Facts.
context to what you're talking about. You know what I mean? So it's like a lot of my songs have to do with things that I'm going through in my actual life. So I had these interludes that were, because we were documenting everything that we've been doing. So I would take things from that night or after a certain event that had to do with that song, and I put it before the song, and then you go into the
Go
song,
into the song.
and it's like, oh, that's what he's talking about.
Man, I like that idea. That's a good idea, bro.
But yeah, the name God City comes from Psalms talks about how the earth is the Lord's and everything in it, right?
Mhm.
And I feel like me, I'm just a messenger. I know that Kalina's already God's city. You know what I mean? I believe that I'm just a person that's out there making people aware of that. You know what I mean? I was just like, were you aware? You know what I mean? That God rules this place, you know what I mean? And he has flourishing for you. You know what I mean? It's just like God has set up his law in such a way that it causes flourishing. You know what I mean? And it's like a lot of times when we go against that law, it causes decay. You know what I mean? And we see in our environments, our families, our different things. Like, I see it in my own life. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, yo, I mess up. And it's just like I see the decay. And it's like, oh, God.
I got to get that right.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So it's like, that's what the song is really about. The EP is really about. And I feel like it's more or less like making the streets aware, but also the church, bro. Because it's like, you've been in Killeen for a long time, right?
Fact.
Bro, tell me if I'm telling facts or lies. You can go down any given street and see 10 churches.
I agree.
But yet, this is a transformative message.
I agree.
But yet our city has still got chaos everywhere. Like with the amount of churches that's here and the amount of chaos that's here, it don't make sense.
It don't make,
You know what I mean? So it's like that's where that frustration from the album kind of came out there. Because I'm just like, yo, if we say that we about that life, then what's happening?
I can't wait till y'all hear this. Like I said, just hitting the backstory. I ain't heard the interludes yet, but I heard the songs. Man, it's gonna be dope. I can't wait to hear it all put together, the rollout, the visuals. I know it's gonna be some crazy visuals. Like I said earlier, bro, whatever you need, if you need an extra in the video, you know what I mean? Anything, bro. I'm that guy, bro. I'm all about supporting and helping. And like I said, bro, you've been at my second mixer, you know what I mean? I didn't know who you are, so you came out supporting me, you know what I mean? So, bro, I'm here for you, bro.
Speaking of that, I already got my ticket for the third mixer.
He does.
Was it November 4th?
He does.
Make sure you pull up. Bro, I heard you, like, that was the start of everything. Like, I met so many people. That's how I learned about the Cypher Saturday. Man. I won that. That allowed me to record my EP.
Man.
Like, it was like a snowball effect, bro. Like, so it's just like, there's opportunities and networking opportunities at these events, bro.
That's so good to hear. Because that's why we was doing the mixer. You know what I mean? So to hear that it was a success story for you to come to the mixer, to get to the Saturday, Sunday, to come back to the mixer, to be on the show.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's all with Space Crate and Retro World, you know what I mean? So, man, like you just said, that's motivating to me. I appreciate that, you know what I mean? Because we didn't know each other outside of this, you know what I mean? So, man, as my mom would say, it's God.
It's God.
It's God, bro. This been a good episode. Man, it felt good. I wish we had more time, bro. Like, we can go for hours. Like, we definitely got to chop it up, like, outside of this, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
We definitely got to chop it up outside of this, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm a family guy, my wife, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we going to chop it up. Let the people know your social media. How can they follow you? What you got going on? Where we find you when your next show? Let these people know what's going on, man.
All right, y'all. It's JV with Lost and Found. You can follow us everywhere. LSTXFND is all one thing, except for on YouTube. You put a space between the X. But make sure you check that out. We got God City dropping November.
Yeah, go
Lord
get that.
willing, November 17th.
Go get that.
And then it's crazy rollout. And I believe this is gonna change the way that people release music on social media. forever. The way people consume and write music. So please check it out. We're gonna be at the Plug on the 18th of November. Yeah, man, that's all we got going on right now, man. We here at Retro World.
Hey,
it's
we
crazy.
here. It's
This is the podcast of Khalid,
Man.
for real, dog. Like, this is what it is. I'm super grateful to be up on here, bro.
Hey, I'm grateful to have you here, bro. Just as much as, man, I needed this interview. You know what I mean? You don't even know it, bro. I needed this interview. I needed that energy. I was having a pretty bad day yesterday, and I ain't say it rolled over to today, you know, but you know, I got to wake up and shake the cobwebs off and get it going. So I needed a refresher, energy. You know what I mean? It all played out how it's supposed to play it out, bro. It all played out. Because we ain't even shooting the day that we supposed to have been shooting.
Not
you know,
all.
and people don't even know that. You know what I mean? They'll know that when they watch it now, but you know what I mean? They don't even know that. So stuff happens for a reason, bro.
Yeah.
And since this, bro, everything is God, bro.
Hey, it's all God.
It's all God, man.
Hey.
All God. God City, man. I appreciate you, bro.
Yeah.
It means a lot that you popped up, man. This is when people. I think this is gonna be one of my highest viewed shows, bro.
Man, Lord willing.
I feel it's gonna be one of my highest viewed shows because you really some good gems was put out. Everything was positive. Everything was good. Energy's good. I appreciate you, bro. Yeah, Retro World episode what
37.
37.
Hey.
We got my boy JC in the building. How you pronounce it? JV. How you pronounce it again? Hotave. I gotta work on that.
Hey.
Hotave. It sounds cool, bro. Hotave. Man, I appreciate you, bro.
Yeah, I appreciate you too.
We definitely see you again outside of this on the 4th. We got the mixer. I'm gonna see you at the mixer, bro. And see y'all again. This show dropping on Wednesday. Make sure y'all get it, bro. We out.
Out.